Ah, hello. Wow. Okay, it's been a while. Well, been a week. But a week can be quite a long time sometimes, I guess. So, yeah, welcome back to the streams. Welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to be playing some Planet Zoo. Just chilling out, having a nice little time. It's a little bit warm out today, so I don't expect many to be popping by tonight. So we'll just have a nice quiet one, I guess. We're going to be playing some Planet Zoo. I don't see the point in faffing on chatting about, so we'll just dive straight into it, and I'll talk a little bit about what we are building today. Let's just we'll go in with this one. Actually, that is not what I want you guys to see. So let's just we'll come out of that one a second. Let's just go back to our just chatting. That was a bit of a dud start, wasn't it? Okay, right. Right, let me just quickly change this then. We better just change our screen capture. Screen 1, thank you. And, Ah, there we go. No, doesn't want to do Planet Zoo at all today, does it? Right, we'll try that again. Hello, Ian. How are you doing? Just having some technical issues here, which you're all now going to be able to see. Oh, wait a second. It's this screen we need to be on. There we go. Right, that's better. Yeah, okay, right, we're in now. So, we're doing a spectacled Caiman habitat today. I've already been doing a little bit of the prep work for this one. So, we're basically just doing our, zookeeper entrance. They're already in, so they're in danger of escaping, which we don't want to happen. So, we're going to be sealing them up today as well. And we're just building a tiny little thoroughfare. These are really cool. These were actually workshop items. They are animal transport crates. I'll probably be linking that when we actually release the episode. So if you want to grab them yourself, you can download them. But they're basically a full pack. You'd put them in and then you just highlight the ones that you want to take out, split them from the group, and then you can duplicate to your heart's content. They were really cool, and I'll probably be featuring them at the weekend when we actually talk about the build in a bit more depth. Now, this is just a basic building, really. I'm going to finish it off, then we're going to move it into position. We do need to put a roof on it, but again, I want to make sure that I've got all of the boxes and stuff put in there that I want, so that I'm not kind of going into any issues. Actually, we can go over to this one. That's a better angle, isn't it? Right, so, yeah, we don't need the chat window. It's buggy as all hell, so we'll not be putting it in. Right, let's have a look at what extra boxes and stuff we can put in just to fluff it all out a little bit more. I actually really like the new ones that came with the tropical pack, if we can find them. Where have they gone? These ones here, the bags and the cardboard and stuff, I think they're really cool little pieces. So we'll put some of these in. And turn off my position snap, and we'll just stack a few of these up with some tea crates as well. Just no real rhyme or reason to them, just getting more bits and pieces in here to flesh it out. Actually, this has gone down. I didn't want it to, so I just put a little drain in here so that if we get any water spills, it'll just go straight down the drain and it'll be gone. And then, yeah, that's okay. So that's basically going to be the thoroughfare. Don't really need any supporting beams in here, so it's not really that much of an issue. We will light it up, and we'll probably put in something to kind of mask the actual habitat entrance. So let's get some lights on. We'll put a little outdoor light in there. Maybe one of the... I really like those Australian... Where are they? The wall lights. Hanging lights. There they are. This one. Oh, it's an Indian one. I thought it was Australian. For some strange reason. Right, okay. Yeah, this one's a cool one. We'll put that one in. And, yeah, we put a timber frame on, I guess. These were Arctic wood, weren't they? Yeah, okay, Arctic wood. And I'm building this away from where it's actually going to be, and then I'll move it into position once it's finished, because it needs to be built on a little bit of an angle. And what I didn't want to happen was the usual slight drifting of pieces when you're trying to build. So we're going to put that on. Yeah. Strange Geordie voice coming out of your phone. At the end of a work day when you stood at the bus stop. I'm suddenly realizing how warm it is in here tonight as well. Actually, that's probably wasn't a good idea to wear this shirt either. I'm absolutely sweatering already. Oh, God. Right, okay, that's a decent looking start, and then we should probably put some hanging lights in on the interior. So let's get some of those standard Planet Zoo strip lights, I think could do. These ones. We only need the one, I think. It's not going to be too much of a space to illuminate. Then we'll pop that one down. It probably is a little bit sticking out at the top there, but that's okay. Hey Mortagon, how you doing? And then we'll get some roof pieces on here. And right, we want to try and keep in with the theme that we've got going around here, which is kind of tropical. So I think palm thatch might be a good one for here. So we put a nice palm thatch pitched roof on there. And then just a flat top. Don't want to go anything too extravagant. It's going to be like a very basic entrance for keepers and stuff. So we don't need anything really extravagant. And I'm trying to kind of go a little bit back to basics for building and stuff, because we've spent a lot of time being very elaborate, shall we say, lately. And I'd like to just take things back to basics a little bit. Right, now let's get if we can get a palm thatch trim on. Actually, we could use the Indonesian thatch. We'll do that instead. We might as well use these new pieces. Hey, Wolfie. No PvP tonight. Okay. Oh, these aren't... Hang on. They can't be like this, can they? There's got to be some 1 meter pieces, hasn't there? No. That's very strange. I wonder why they did that. I thought they'd be the usual roof pieces that we get. So they've got eaves and stuff here, but they don't appear to have grid-based thatch pieces for that section, which is a bit of a shame. Well, palm thatch it is. Put them all back in. And then we'll put in a couple of eaves on this side. I don't really like them. I'm not a massive fan. They seem to stick out a lot more than some of the other ones do. Yeah, I don't think palm thatch is going to work at all here. This is a shame. Right, okay. Let's see what tropical options we have. So they don't seem to snap or anything, those pagoda top ones, which is a bit of a shame because I would have quite liked to have used them in this one. So nothing we can do about that. Let's have a look at what else we can put in place. I'd still quite like something natural, so a wooden roof would be good. I don't want to use Arctic wood because, yes, Everything I do seems to be Arctic wood some days. Maybe the clay tile will be good, and corrugated iron is going to be a little bit too much of a contrast between the stuff that we've already got going on here, so something a little bit different. Maybe twilight shingle would be a good one. I think twilight shingle might be nice. Or is there another kind of... I mean, we could just go vertical wooden plank, because that's what I've kind of been doing for most of the staff things, so... I think that's what I'll do. Like, yeah, why change the habit of a lifetime? But we will change the colour. We'll have it match, or attempt to match, the actual undersides that we've got going on here, where we have that little contrast in the colours on our concrete. There. Right, that's a little better. And again, we'll match this colour up as well. Now, ridges. We can put these roof trims in, or we can have the ridge. We'll stick the ridge on this piece here. And then we'll have the trim go around here. Ooh, right, okay. And then once this is finished, we'll just double check on the lighting situation inside, and then we can move this into position and start working on the fences and other bits and pieces of this habitat. It shouldn't take me too long to finish this one. It was actually quite nice to do that last one very quickly, so to be coming back in and doing a little bit more habitat building straight away is pretty fun. I feel like we definitely overexerted ourselves over the last couple of weeks where things started taking 2 episodes to finish. I don't really like to do that. I like to have things, you know, I like it to be one and done. So it's nice to be returning to that format. Now, this hasn't quite lined up, so we're going to just give it a little bit of a rotation. There. And I also want to stick an aircon unit on the side here. And then actually a lot of this is going to have rockwork backing up into it, because where this is going is going to be over here where this guest pathway comes down. So we might actually miss out quite a bit of the side of the building. So that aircon unit we can actually move. So I'm just going to pick that up and we'll put it here. And up top, I think that should be okay, but let's just come in and have a quick look at the lighting. It's actually not too bad. It's gone in where we want it to go, and then we'll just bring it back down a second. And that gives us a nice little bit of light when it finally gets power to it. Now, up top, I don't think I want to do anything in particular, but I will put on a small air duct there, and then we'll snap a side piece to it. In fact, no, we'll have it have a little bit of continuation, just to give the top something to kind of some sort of standout piece on the top of the building. I think would make sense. So we'll just quickly put something together here on the top, just snapping it into place. But we'll not put any like supporting structure to it. We'll just leave it as it is and have it bend all the way around here to this end section, where it will eventually just kind of come out like that. In fact, what we could do is just sink it all down so it's right level with the actual building itself. Like that, and I think that will then poke through. Yeah, and then we'll just cap it off there as well. Yeah, okay, that looks pretty good. Happy with that, and then we'll move this into position. Now that I don't have any more building to do on it, we can just slot it in, and I'll not have any of the issues that we normally have with messing around with building and stuff, where things just come out a little bit off center and stuff, and you start getting those points where you're losing bits of your build. But that looks about right by my eye. And obviously we'll do a little bit of adjustment on the woodwork of the building itself, just to get that all lined up nicely, but that's looking pretty flush now. I would like to have it get right flush with the path though, which might cause issue with the doorway again. Yeah, it does. I don't know if that's ever going to get flush without us actually moving the barriers. So what we'll do is we'll have the building as it is, like this. This looks good. It's nice and flat against that pathway as it comes down. So we'll leave that in place. We don't have any kind of issues with the terrain and stuff, so I'm just going to... What are you doing? Calm down, eh? Oh, it's the floor. The floor, yeah. The floor's having a bit of an issue. Right, that's okay, though. Let's go to our barriers, and we'll edit the barrier, and then we can move this path a little bit to get it all into position. There. Nice. Okay, right. Then we'll go back to this building, and we'll just drop down these to like here. So it's roughly matching up. There's a little bit of a gap there, but it's all too good. I guess so, Pandy. I didn't see the results. I never really pay attention to it because the UK are just so bad. So I know. Actually, I don't even know who won. Who did win? Sweden won, didn't they? I think Sweden won, and then Finland was second, followed by Israel, maybe. I don't know. I didn't pay attention to it. I watched some of it, and I just thought, oh no, I can't. Ah, right, yes, I do remember reading that it was the second win for that contestant. So yes, that makes that sounds familiar to me. Right, so I need to hide this because this is going to really bug me. It is the flooring that's causing the problem there. Well, I could replace it with panels, but I don't want to. I just want to kind of be aware of it so that I can hide it with some rock work. We're probably going to use a little bit of mainly tropical rocks, as we always do. But before I do any of that, though, what I want to do is, there was an Edgar Allan Poe song. I need to hear this Edgar Allan Poe song. I love Edgar Allan Poe. I'm quite surprised that Germany finished below the UK, to be fair, because Yeah, we never do very well in Eurovision. I was so surprised that the year before we did quite well. But I think that's probably because everybody felt sorry for us after Brexit. So after Brexit and a bad government, I think maybe they felt sorry for us. Right, okay, we're going to need to put a fence around this next, I think. So what we've got is we've got this really nice open space. If I just bring the barriers up, you'll get a sense of where I want it all to go. So I want them to just, I want them to be able to swim underneath the train track and then kind of come up on this area. This is going to be the kind of main land area for them. Most of the time the Caimans are going to spend in the water anyway, so they've got this little island here, a little bit of shoreline here, and then I want to cut it here so that the next kind of section is going to be for probably just decorative purposes. There's not really going to be a habitat that we fit there, and it'll kind of come all the way around here. And this essentially is the last habitat of the South American tropical section here. We'll probably go back in. We're going to need to do some touch-ups on what is now the cougar habitat just to make sure that that's okay. And then we'll be moving on to a fresh new area, which will probably be the North American wetlands, lowlands area. So, yeah, that's basically where I want to take this. And here, obviously, we're going to need to do something a little bit creative. Oh, really? Oh, God, I'm already having trouble with the capybaras and the dwarf caimans. So what I'm probably going to be doing is I'm actually going to set up another franchise mode zoo that is essentially where I put all of my baby animals. I'll probably leave a couple in habitats and stuff, but the problem I'm having at the moment is the baby animals are getting in there, the habitats are getting overcrowded, then before I know it, all the capybaras have matured and started breeding again. The caimans are fighting. Heaven forbid I put the Indian peafowl back in, because that is going to be a nightmare. And in this habitat, I've got 1 male spectacled caiman and 5 females, so this is going to be fun, isn't it? I really should do a little bit of research before I do these. So, right, okay. Let's build a fence. I would like to kind of have a bit of a look at some of the other fences I've done. Like, I really like this one. So something familiar to this is going to be a good plan. Like, if we just... I mean, we could reuse this fence and take the top off it, because I did really like this one. I think it fit in with the theme quite well. Obviously, we've already used a little bit of the style of wood, and this would just save quite a bit of time. We've got that little temple stone support for it. Let's just see how this sits in, because we can take the top off. We don't have any climbing animals in this one, so do you want to see the capybaras before I continue? Let's go over. I think I've had a little bit of a release. Yeah, there's loads of them in here. He seems to be having a poo by the looks of things. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 here, 1 over here. 1 there. 1 there. Baby! Ah, look at them, man. How can you be mad at them for taking up all the space in your zoo? It's the, like, is it not like the cutest little face? Look at them all. Right, I'm not mad at them anymore. Right, let's get back on with building. Right, so we are gonna reuse this fence, just to continue the theme. Just gonna bring it up a little bit further, get it right up into the sky. Fences, Yeetus fences. This time, I think we're calling it now, are we? Not Rufus Yeetus. Fences Yeetus. Right, we'll get rid of all of these top pieces because, like I said, we don't actually need them. And then I'm just going to drop the glass down a little bit. Yeah, way too precious to be problematic. They get a free pass for everything. The Caimans the dwarf Caimans on the other hand, well, we need to give them a serious talking to, or get them some very large doses of birth control, because they are rampant. So I'm gonna put that in like that, but then what I want to do is I want to get them level with this little bit of a the son of Rivers Eaters. Oh god. Right, that works, I think. If we can just now bring this down, if we get it at least level with the stuff that's on the building, that'll be fine. But we can go a little bit lower. I think lower might be a better plan of action, so we'll get that in like that. And then I think let's put a trim on the top of it. Yeah, we'll trim the top. Oh, we could use this for a trim, actually. No. But this we will definitely use as a trim. Yeah, I like this for the trim. This works. If we can find a way to incorporate it. Of course, though, before we do any extra additions to it, I'm going to do that little trick of mine again. Reset it to the world axis. Then I'm not going to get any... Just make sure everything goes on straight so that it's easier for me to make adjustments and stuff to it. Can we get this to snap? No. We'll take this panel off, and then we'll get these mossy stone... It doesn't know what it's doing. It hasn't got a clue, has it? Right, okay, well, we can... We'll just zoom out again, and then I'll try and... Some of the pieces in this game, man. They just don't cooperate at all, do they? So what I want to do is I want to have it like that. So that the circular pieces are actually down over the glass itself. And then we'll just carry on this all the way along. They fit together quite nicely, which is pretty good. I think these are from the new tropical pack, by the way, in case you're wondering. And then we'll position them nice there, and we'll have to figure something out for the top section now. So let's go back to Indonesia and see if there's any nice little... Oh, this is nice. Too big, though. The mossy stone... Oh, oh, ho, ho. I do like that. Yeah, that works. So this is what we're going to go for, then. Right, let's just delete that, because... there's an easier way to do this. We put the column topper on that side and on that side, and then we just get them both and sink them both down so that they sink in unison. There. Right, now, on the other side here, we need something. And I could just trim the... Put a trim on the back here. Or we could duplicate these... Spin them all the way around. And then bring them out. And that adds a little bit more depth to it and gives it some sort of thing to hang on to. And then this, we'll trim the top with this piece here. Yeah, like that. And if the last pieces, or these center pieces here can... Oh, wait. We'll have that go into there. And then this one will go along here. Thank you, Pandy. I quite like it too. I mean, I said I wasn't going to do anything new, and then I've just quickly done something new right there. But never mind, that's good. Right, now we just need to get this into position. So we're going to line it up with the building here. Get it flush with the build. Now, it is sticking into the side there, but I'm not too bothered about that. That's fine. That can stay as is. That's not a problem. And then we'll start, again, pulling this all the way around. Now, what we'll have to do first is duplicate one, bring it out, sink it in, and then edit it and remove them. Then we can sink it back so that it goes into the next pillar. And that will also help us line it up moving forward and getting a full kind of rotation on it all, because we've got plenty of guidance here with the wood panels underneath and the upper portion here where it goes in. So we can line it up real nice. And obviously here I've not actually put the null path in on this either yet, but that's fine because that's going to get done. And then we'll just carry this on all the way around. And obviously in here we've not done any rock work or habitat development yet, so that's going to come either tonight if we get the time to, or it's going to happen off cam and we'll be ready for the episode of the weekend. I actually have today gone back into Prehistoric Kingdom for the first time in over a year and done a little build. It's only about 14 or 15 minutes long, and it was just kind of to refamiliarize and reintroduce it to the channel. We're going to be doing a little bit more of that, which I'm really excited about. Just in the downtime between like new 2 Point Campus content coming out, or when I can finally be bothered to get round to playing the 2 Point Hospital DLCs. I decided to just get rid of all of the Jurassic World Evolution stuff. I'd been playing it and I was like ready to record the scripted bits, and it just wasn't... I wasn't enjoying it. I was like, this is an old game that nobody really cares about or plays anymore. The second one I was disappointed with, but I did at least finish the starter campaign mode for it, and it just, yeah, I just thought, well, I want to do dinosaurs. Why not just bring back Prehistoric Kingdom? It's still in early access, and they've done a load of new changes and stuff over the year, so it was quite fun to get back into it and have a little bit more of a explore around that. They've put new dinosaurs in. The build tools are really solid, and I'm really excited to show that one off. So it was very basic, but it was fun to play, and I was quite impressed with the changes and stuff that have come about from it. Now, the great thing about us going a little bit further away from the path here is we can put in some foliage on this side of the wall just to add a little bit of filler in. But yeah, this is looking pretty good. Now, we might not need to do fence all the way around. I could do some rocks and stuff built up there. Yeah, so let's have a look at how far we've got to our barrier now. Oh, we're well past it. Okay, that's good. So, barriers. Right. I think what we can probably do then is just extend this barrier right the way up to here. And then this one all the way up to here. And then we'll just stick a rock there for now so that we've kind of got a bit of a guide for where we need to run our barriers on the other side up to. So again, we want to be going tropical and South America. And we'll just shove a giant rock in right there. Have I put it in the right place? Yes. Good. So what we could do is just use this to form our kind of like grate system for where the water's going to go through. Or we could go all the way back to our... Where was it? It was in the capybara habitat, wasn't it? And we'll grab this little section here. Or this. But I think I'm going to use the fence that we've just built there. We'll take the top off it. But I don't see why we shouldn't continue using this. And I think we're going to actually put it on this edge here. Because I think that looks a little bit more straight than the other one. Ah, good, Ian. That's the best place to... I don't think this looks good on mobile. In fact, I sometimes proofread or preview some of my videos on mobile, and I'm never very satisfied with them. So I'm very pleased that you've made it home and you've managed to get on PC to watch. Right, let's put that one in, and then we'll drag it along a little bit further, and... Okay, that works. Then we'll just move this rock into position here. There we go. Hey, I'm not going to judge for what anybody watches these on, as long as you're watching them. That's all I care about. Right then, so obviously we don't want... there's a couple of things we need to get rid of here. So I'm going to take the topper off. I'm going to leave those pieces in, though. Then we'll take these off. We'll get rid of the glass. We're going to replace one of them with... we're going to replace them both with mesh. And we're going to sink them right down into the ground. And this is going to stop our caimans from swimming through and escaping. And then we'll need to put something up on the top there to just finish it all off. Now, again, we're going to go back and we're going to use something from the newer tropical pack. So the Indonesian pieces. And I think... Oh, I like those lattice panels. We'll be using them for something. I've not actually played around properly with the newer items, so this is going to be quite a nice little experiment. Maybe these palm trims would be a good one. They're not thick enough. What about just the new Indonesian timber? Oh, stained timber fence. That's cool. All right. Yeah, we'll use this. This is nice, but we'll recolor it. Please tell me that. Yes, they are. They can be colored. Ooh, lots of different paints, actually. Now, I'm going to try and recolor them to match the actual timber framework that we've got in the staff building. So we'll just do something like that, I guess. No. What about making the main pieces of wood similar to the... Yeah, okay, so the main pieces of wood are going to try... We're going to try and colour match them as best we can to the Arctic wood that's there. Okay, that works. Then we'll go with the inner pieces... Yep, close to that. And then these... Okay, so the wood's got some sort of additional effect on it by the looks of things. But that'll do. That looks good. again, like I say, this isn't it's not like a massively important part of the build, so it doesn't need to be too decorative. It's literally just going to be to prevent our Caiman from escaping and to offer like a habitat marker. Now, next important step is going to be to just readjust those barriers yet again. Alright, so that is pretty much all of that section sealed off. Next, I think we need to focus on how we're going to deal with this railway track that's running right through the habitat. We need to... so the Caimans naturally won't go anywhere near the track, but we do need to kind of... We need to be aware of the fact that we have barriers here that go through. Now, when you've put down the track airlocks and stuff, you can't actually... Yeah, they interfere too much, so you aren't able to put them back in again. You kind of just have to hope that they don't escape. But we can do this in a number of ways. I don't think they actually path over the track, even though it will say, if we just have a quick look here, it will say that they will be able to escape by moving across the track, and the track will show up as a traversable area for them. You can see right there. But they won't actually go over it. In fact, it's telling me that they will go on the track and walk across the bridge, which I don't think is true. I don't think they will do that, but we need to be aware of any eventuality that might happen. But for now, I think we need to do something about here, because I've never liked this, and this has been here for a while, so let's go and... It's time for some rock work, guys. It's time for some rock work. I don't know what it is, but at the moment I'm finding rock work incredibly tedious. Don't know if you can tell. Right. We've put our random rotation on. So that's the important step. That is on there now, and we can start filtering in with some rocks. Yeah, I am Pandy. I feel like I've done so much lately. And as well, one of the other things, playing Prehistoric Kingdom, the rock stuff in that is so much more like user-friendly. Oh, elephant grass upside down as a barrier. Wow. That's a great idea. I'm going to give that a go today then. That is... Ha. Amazing. Wow, I didn't know this. I'm going to give that... Right, okay, we'll try that today. We'll try and just layer some elephant grass underneath the track and see if that just stops them escaping. Of course, it is, you know, it's they can't go through it. They can't path through it. It's because it's like a stress-reducing barrier, isn't it? So they can use it as a place to hide. So if they can't walk through it or over it, then that's obviously going to work. Cool. Thank you for that tip. I will be trying that. So yeah, I'm feeling a lot of rockwork burnout, especially after the playing around with Prehistoric Kingdom today as well. It kind of made me realize how time intensive rockwork in Planet Zoo is. I mean, the rocks in Planet Zoo are way, way more advanced and way, way more well designed than the stuff in Prehistoric Kingdom. So that's a tick in the box of a pro for Planet Zoo. But if you want to do something quick, the rocks in Prehistoric Kingdom and the way they kind of have the user-friendly kind of vibe to them, that's a tick in the box for the other game. So yeah. But when I come in to do rock work here, I always get like, oh, stress. And then I start doing it and I'm like, actually, this is pretty relaxing. You know, you just put your random rotation on, make sure it doesn't overlap your path, and then bring it into position. And And I always think I'm going to dread this, and then I start doing it, and I'm like, nah, I'm not dreading this at all. I'm enjoying this. So, but yeah, a little bit of burnout is happening. A little bit of general burnout with this zoo in particular is happening. But it doesn't, you know, I'm not to the point where I'm like, ooh, I'm giving up. But because of the issues that we'd had recently with the game crashing and stuff, I have plans for, you know, like the same franchise but having a different zoo somewhere. And I'm going to be putting them into place soon. And we'll be doing some new things. And the first one is going to be an Antarctic themed zoo with only one habitat, but we're going to make it look like a vast frozen wasteland, and we're going to have the king penguins in there with a huge habitat with loads of space. And then I'm going to build, like, I think I already mentioned this, we're going to build like little shipping lanes and containers and stuff on there, and research stations and lots of other stuff that I'm quite excited about. And yeah, that'll be something that I'm looking forward to, and it'll just be a little bit of a change of pace, I think, as well, because we spent a lot of time on this tropical area. Going somewhere different and maybe doing a little bit of a different theme is going to help too, which is why, like, over the couple of weeks you've seen obviously the campsite area and stuff with that American bison habitat and the pronghorn habitat. So just changing up the style of build and things a little bit is definitely helping. So I'm not, you know, I'm never going to be like, oh God, I think I need to stop for a bit, because you can always find something to do in Planet Zoo. What am I rambling on about now? Right, okay. Let's just forget I said anything for a bit. Oh, I've lost my path. Right, we're going to need to fix that, aren't we? That can't stay. We need to put in another larger rock at the top here. There we go. That's good. And then a couple of rocks going in here. Just touching the edge of the building. I mean, the one good thing is the Caiman can't jump. If a Caiman could jump, that would be terrifying. Just leaping out of its enclosure. Right, I like the curvature of this rockwork that's come through here, so that's really nice. And obviously we've covered up a little bit of the path coming down, but we do need to run it all the way along there and probably link it up with this tunnel exit. And yeah, you can see through, this train tunnel hasn't been worked on since I actually put it in, so we need to seal up that a little bit easier and a little bit better, make it look a little bit more easy on the eye. Now, the one thing I have with this, the elephant grass, and the one reason, the one concern I have is it's not a compatible foliage type for our Caiman. So, I don't think it is anyway. Environment, South Central America, grassland, and aquatic. Actually, maybe it is the elephant. Maybe the elephant grass does come into here. It does. Oh, the common reeds. I guess they would work the same. They can't pass through the reeds either, can they? Elephant grass isn't there, but let's try the reeds. So what we need to do is we put it in like this, flip it upside down, yeah? And then sink it in. Might actually leave some of it poking out, so that it's got a bit of a grassy texture. Right, let's just test that. I will need to push play so their pathing just reassesses. Oh, it's not inside the habitat. Right, okay. Right, if I just grab this 4-meter strand, then, and we flip that upside down. Ah, it does work. Okay. Well, I know what I'm doing now. Right, first things first then. Oh, so a keeper couldn't reach the habitat and has just dumped an animal right there in the path that he can't access. That's really good work there, staff member. Well done. Right. Now, for some reason, the path has gone weird here, which I don't like, but magic grass, that is such a good tip. Thank you so much for that. That's an absolute game changer. Be quiet, important alert. Can you just finish delivering that Caiman, please? There is a path to the destination. Don't lie to me. Come on. There we go. Right, that's better. Hi, Nick. Yeah, that is very, very... I did not know that. So that is really cool. And you can see there, it So, theoretically, we could run this all the way around the habitat barrier and they wouldn't be able to escape. Am I right in thinking that? My word, this is an absolute game changer. We could run it all the way around the length of the habitat and they wouldn't be able to escape. Right, okay. Enough of that excitement. I'm now going to just duplicate this all the way around so that I have... In fact, what I'll have to do is... I'm just going to duplicate this one, and then what I'll do is... I think maybe we should just go with some of the smaller ones, like the 2-meter one. And as well, the great thing about the spectacle Caiman is you can have as much foliage in the habitat as you want. They can have up to 100% coverage, so this is going to be a very nice foliage-heavy build for me, which I'm really excited about because I love foliage work. So if we flip this all the way around and then just sink it in. This is amazing. In all my years playing this game, I did not know this was a thing. How many animals have been in the box too long? 17? 15? Where? Right, so this is where are you in your box then? This has happened a few times in this habitat. All of the animals just, for some strange reason, box themselves up. Now, we've got fighting for alpha status in our red deer habitat. We've not been here for a while. We'll let them fight it out for a bit, shall we? Yeah, I agree. I'm only going to use it to line the train track there because I feel like it's going to make life a lot easier when it comes to... I'm not going to line the whole habitat with it. I'd like to make something a bit more natural here. So I'm thinking of putting like... It's mainly because this train track is... We can't put a gate in. And I don't want to put one in that's permanently closed that the train's just going to fly through. I'd like to have some sort of natural looking barrier that it would go past. And then we'll run the rest of the rocks all the way around to make a proper, like, fleshed out area to surround the space rather than cheating and using these. So I'm going to line my train track with these so that the Caimans don't go up and across the train track. That's the only thing we'll do. The rest of it, we're going to let them do what they want to do because they can swim under here, which will mean they'll be able to get up to this second area of the habitat. Right, so that's what we'll do. So knowing that, I'm not going to continue doing that on stream. We're going to continue focusing on bringing the rock work all the way around. So just going back to our barriers here, where we have this lot here. So let's grab this original rock formation that I've just built here. And we're going to just take a few, well, take the whole piece, actually. We can do that. Not the reeds, though. We're going to duplicate that bit. And then we're going to kind of bring it to here. And we'll sink it down into the ground. And use it as a marker. And we'll do the same here. And then again, we'll just extend the barrier a little bit more. To like here. Now we've kind of marked that out a little bit easier. And the barrier then continues all the way around here. Be really nice and close all the way to there. So we'll run some rocks through here. We'll not bring the terrain up. We'll just run some rocks along. And then our mountain biome, which we'll construct at a later date, will then come down here. And we'll probably have a few more habitats there. And maybe another smaller one on that side as well. So this is going to be a very definitive kind of end of our tropical area. So what we might then do is just bring the terrain all the way along here, but that's something else we can do at a later date. I am going to just let time go through so that we can get some daylight in here again. And we'll just go over to here. Please ignore any notifications. The place is in a little bit of a mess at the moment. I'll hopefully have it... our emu are overcrowded and stuff, and yeah, there's lots going on. Oh god, the Caimans have escaped. Where have you gone to? So she must have swam. Yeah, that. Oh, right, okay, I hadn't anticipated this. I mean, we could box them all up, but I'm just going to move them. What time is it? It's almost morning, so that's okay. We're almost at the morning. So one of them just ran across the Letitia here. So she just ran across the track. So if I just make these adjustments a little bit. Right, let's forget about that. It's kind of morning now, so it should be okay. I just want to get a little bit more natural light in here so I can continue building. And then you there, don't you go anywhere. Gotcha. Over there. Oh, that was very close. It's alright, don't worry. Right, there we go. Nice and light for us now. Okay. So, more rocks. And we'll start off by framing the whole enclosure in some larger rocks so that we can then start attaching the smaller ones to it to give the whole place a little bit more structure. And obviously, when we've got this in, we'll have a better idea of how big the habitat's going to be, and we can start adding the second, third, fourth, fifth layers or whatever onto the whole build. I got into the rock zone there, didn't I? Okay, it is now surrounded, so let's bring our barriers up. We've only got one position there where things look a little bit scary. So we'll put a new one in, and then we'll bring that across. That's gone in, and then over here it's very much the same. We just need to make a slight adjustment there. I'm going to put another little nubbin in there, bring that across. That's fine. And then here we'll bring that right in as well. Okay, so that's done. Obviously here's a bit of an issue, but what I can do, in fact I will just add in another piece there, and we'll add another one right here, bring that out to here. So that should be any and all escapes are now sealed off. Obviously we'll use that little trick to make sure that they can't get across the train. But if we just hit play now, they can swim underneath the track, which is what we want. And we've got our rocks kind of ready to go into position, and we can start developing that. So, next step I want to do, I want to hide this because it's really annoying me and I keep seeing it flickering every now and then. I've just buried, full on buried a a Caiman underneath this rock here. Those of you who are watching, are you excited to finish Man of Medan on Thursday? I really missed it last week, actually. It was, it felt weird not playing it, but it was definitely the right call because I had such a busy week last week, so it was quite nice to, you know, not that it was nice to not be streaming, because I'm really enjoying it at the moment. But yeah, it was it felt strange not playing on Thursday. But yeah, it was a busy week last week, and it was quite nice to have a little bit of free time. It's certainly helped me get ahead of schedule on Planet Zoo stuff, actually. So feel a lot more comfortable with the schedule now, which is quite nice. I mean, as well, I've not had the added pressure of having to, of putting out a video on a Wednesday either, because I've not done that for a good few weeks since the kind of like the 2 Point Campus stuff has ended until I guess the next DLC comes out, really. So that was quite freeing. But I had some interviews and stuff to go to last week, so that was a little bit of a time sink, and yeah, but it's all good now, and I'm quite excited to be back. Looking forward to playing Man of Medan on Thursday, looking forward to doing more Planet Zoo, and of course Prehistoric Kingdom, which I'm really excited to be playing it again. Yeah, exactly, because that's when it becomes something that you don't enjoy. And that's what I never want this to be. Right then. And now we come into the more intricate stuff. I say intricate, but since I started using the random rotation, it's become a lot easier to play around with it all, and just tiny little adjustments. Getting stuff into place, and then it's all good to go. And then every now and then, just changing the rock. It's the rock time again. In fact, should we not do rock work? Should we do should we move on and do foliage straight away? Because I feel like all I do on stream is play with stones. Even the building, I'd started it before the stream so I could be ahead of it. I should have done the rocks before the stream started. We've been doing this an hour. I think we're gonna go foliage. We're gonna go foliage. In fact, first we'll do terrain painting. So for the terrain in here, we're always gonna have to start with where our kind of rocks are gonna be. So I know already that I have rock work here, so we're gonna want to have a little bit of heavy soil coming out of that. Then we have a keeper path. So we're gonna want to make sure that that is adequate as well. Another thing we need to be aware of, we're going to need to put in a bridge that goes to this island and then to this side of the habitat, and then potentially over the train track, because our keepers are going to need access to that to clean up. And if we just go to our heat map here and our staff traversable area, oh, apparently they can get over to there. Somehow they can make it over to this side, which I guess is good. And our animals can also make it to that side as well. Obviously, they can go through there, but we're going to sort that out for them. But yeah, for now, our staff are okay. They can make it over to these areas. They just can't make it to the island over here in the middle. So they are going to need to be able to get to that space to clean it up and stuff. And what we could do is we could put like a waterfall or something in, but because the water is pretty level there, I'm just going to put a bridge in, very similar to the bridge that I used in some of the other tropical areas. So we'll go with some more terrain painting then, and let's just see where we end up. Now we're going to have to put soil here. And that's going to come all the way around. Through the habitat. We'll put a little railway bridge in. But we will continue the soil. Coming through and out into the distance. Now, we'll just have all of this as soil. And then around the edges of where we're going to have our rocks, it's going to have to be more soil. And we'll have it come out a little bit more than I would expect it to, because we're going to be building rock work further out there. I don't know why my phone is just suddenly blowing up. Unfortunately, it's not thousands of new subscribers, but, you know, we can't ask for everything, can we? And then we'll just continue this all the way around. And then I need to basically think of areas where I'm going to have my little foliage scenes. Now, a lot of the foliage in this build is going to be predominantly on the rocks. So we're going to have new stuff sticking out of the rocks, like little grasses and things. So in terms of the actual habitat area itself, we can't have a lot of stuff just sticking out. And a lot of the actual foliage itself is going to be in our underwater section. So I think what we'll have to do is... Yeah, I don't want friends, Pandy. Right, okay, so we've removed this. Now we have an amazing flying Caiman. Yay, right, okay. So, this is where most of the foliage is going to take place. So we're going to do a lot of underwater foliage, which means we're going to have to do a little bit of rock structuring in here as well, just to get everything sorted. Now we're going to go with some mossy rocks and stuff in here, but maybe the dynamic ones, because I find they're, you know, the little bits on the bottom of them work really well. So if we take off a line to surface so that they just go in flat and then start sinking them down, they should then rotate randomly, and then yeah, that's fine. And then we'll just start dropping these in. Auto rotate and let them just shift naturally. Sink down a little bit more, pull them out, and as you can see, we're starting to build up some nice small structures here. And I really like using the dynamic mossy rocks for stuff like this, because they do the hard work for you, I guess. It's much easier to just place these in and you get the little bit of stone underneath it, but then they've got that nice little coating of moss on the top. And then we'll just move away and do something in another location. So we'll grab one of these nice ones. And some of these might even stick out the top of the water line, which is also a nice little touch. So we'll just keep playing around, getting in these smaller rock structures, making little adjustments to it. Now, we could also use the random rotation all, but some of them have points that are a little bit more intricate and stuff, and I don't like to use them too much, because they do create a lot more work when suddenly one of them rotates upside down and you find yourself scrapping to work out how you can rotate it back and make it look natural. There's going to be a lot of rock on the outside of the pool as well, so we do need to be aware of that. Things like this is going to kind of go in like that, and we'll put in a few new little adjustments and things to the rocks, but we're going to be predominantly using the larger non-mossy areas of rock for that. That should help us bulk it all out a little bit more. So for now, we'll just make sure that we're focusing on... I thought that was a ghost floating around there. It's just a... it's our flying Caiman again. And then I think we can put a couple of really sunk in ones over here just to provide some texture. We'll use some cladding as well. But our cladding, we're going to have to align that to the surface and then sink it down so we get some nice coverage there. Okay, basic rock work for the underwater section is now done. We're going to swap from South Central America tropical to South Central America and subaquatic. And we're going to go to plants, and as you can see, it's underwater eelgrass or nothing, everybody. So we will be using some alternatives, sunken trees and stuff to boost the variation of underwater foliage we have available to us. And the underwater terrain itself is pretty uneven, so it's going to give us quite a little bit to think about when it comes to actually fully decorating this section. You can see there's a lot of slight adjustments just in the terrain itself. So if we just outline as much as we can with the underwater eelgrass, I mean, when we come in and do some more rock work on the outside, a lot of this is probably going to end up being covered by the new stones that we put in place, but it's good to have it in for now, because then we'll know when we map out our new rock areas, we know we've already got some foliage in place to help us out. We'll go with some medium patches over here. And we can even just use the normal grass paintbrush for under here as well. I haven't decided what colour I'm going to make the water. It did have, I think it was just crystal clear or something before. So I want to change that. I want it to be quite murky. Maybe like the Everglade one. I think it's Everglade that it's called. Just having a different theme of the water, because I think a lot of the stuff that I've already done has had some sort of, you know, it's just been blue and clear waters. I'd like to play around with something a little bit more murky, tropical. This time, maybe Amazon or Everglade. Oh, that's not nice. And as we come to the lake place, yeah, that is very true, Pandy. I mean, the dwarf ones are even worse. Like, you put anything next to them and it's utterly terrifying. Right, let's just quickly put our water back in. Okay, so we've got a nice little bit of a rock there poking up out of it. Okay, so let's have a look at our colour. We're going to try and... what was Everglade? I quite like Everglade. Amazon... maybe Amazon. And then the other one was... just tropical, I think it was. That's very clear. I don't really want that. Clean water, of course. Dirty water, no. Everglade. I think Everglade might be the one. But I do like Amazon. I'll maybe use that. Just got to remember that it goes all the way down here, though. So that could be... I think maybe we need to go with Everglade. Yeah, I'll go with Everglade. And then what we'll do is we'll make the transparency a little bit darker. To like 0.5. So that it does have a little bit of a darker colour to it. And we get that nice murkiness underneath. But it doesn't look... it looks pretty much the same, actually. Yeah. And then I've just come in and made Everglade exactly the same as Amazon. Right, we're gonna stick with Everglade. There we go. Right. Now we can just leave the water in, and then we can start adding in some different foliage. So let's go back to our nature tab. I don't want to be using subaquatic anymore. We're just going to use South Central America, and it is going to be tropical. Now we can start putting in some Amazon water lilies. We'll align them to the water, and then we can start putting them in the larger patches here. And then some singular ones just in the smaller areas. Not forgetting the little pool at the back there. Alright, next then, we're going to need to really start working on some stuff underwater. So, these tree ferns. Now, I really like these. I think underwater, they look really cool, so we're going to start putting some of these in some of our underwater sections. So we're just going to excuse the camera work as we dive down underneath here, and we'll put some of these in. If I take off a line of water, put a line of surface back on, we'll be able to just sink a few more of these in. And then our water hyacinth as well. How could I forget? So water hyacinth, really good option. We can line just the outskirts here with this. And if I just take... yeah, if I leave a line of surface on, we can start sinking down a few more into this section as well. And then that blends really nice with the underwater eelgrass. And it just leaves us with a really nice little effect. And a couple of these tree ferns can actually stick out of the top. Oh, I don't like that. No, 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 it can't. We can't be having that. That doesn't work. What else can we put in? Now, a strangler fig would work here, right in the I think we put one in the corner here. And then that would give us a little bit more of an excuse to use some of the roots. We can also use the fallen mossy trees. I really like them as well. And actually what I will do is I'm going to put that in here somewhere. We'll use it to create a kind of tree bridge type situation. So if we just have this in here and then rotate it all the way around, bring it up, and then if I just toggle it to the world axis, what I should be able to do now is sink in the root work onto the side of the little island here, and rotate, bring it back into position, and hopefully eventually with a little bit more tweaking we can have it touching that rock there, and then bring it down so that we end up with this snarling tree root. There we go. Ah, yeah, that's what I wanted. Cool. And then obviously we'll tidy all of that up with rocks and stuff as well later on. Could we put another strangler fig in, maybe on this island here? That one's a bit too big, I think. We'll put this one in, but we'll move it down so that it's a little bit shorter. There. Right, cool. And then we'll get our Swiss cheese plant, Monstera plant. There. A couple of Monsteras around the bottom of it, and then we will put in some tropical leaf litter. And then we need some bush work here. So the tamarind tree, I always find if you put the tamarind tree in and then sink it into the ground, you get this really nice little orange flowering planter shrub type thing just sticking out. So that's one that I like to use quite a lot. Just helps fill in the foliage a little bit, and you get these really nice, the tamarind flowers from the top of the trees looking really cool. And then we're going to need to go back into our water and finish off some more stuff. So I'm going to make my life easier again and just we know that we're going to go for the Everglade water, but I would like to put in a few more pieces of foliage in the underwater section here to finish that all off. And then I suppose we will do a little bit of rock work, because I'll be ready for rock work now. We've only got about half an hour before we finish with Planet Zoo, and then we move on to, I think, the final level of Terra Nil, maybe? Or did we already do the final level? I can't remember. It's been a long time again since I played Terra Nil, but we'll move on for that for a little bit of a wind down, and then we'll be finishing for the evening. I'm trying not to use Scaviola bushes, but guess what, guys? They're my favourites, so they're going in. Want to fight about it? So I think that's a really nice little arch structure that we've got going on there. We'll put in a few more. Actually, what was I going to put in? We could put more mangrove. We could put some mangroves in. We've not put any mangroves in yet, have we? No. Right, let's get some mangroves in. I really like the way that the roots on the mangroves work. Like, they are really cool. Oh, the lava level. Yeah, yeah. least relaxing game doing the lava level on Terra Nil. That was very difficult. But it was also very rewarding at the end. It just took us a long time to get to the end. Right, what I also want to do is just put in a few broken tree roots and stuff in here. The yellow hyper trees work really well for this. We'll put one in there, and hopefully some of these will stick out at the top as well. And then towards this section here, we're going to put a few more mangroves actually in the water, like this, so that it really kind of gets thick as we go through this little forest. And then that mangrove forest will continue through that rounded area there. And then what I'll also do is I'll put in some upside down mangrove trees, so that we've got the roots sticking out as well. We'll put this broken yellow hyper tree in there as well, so that's going to stick out nicely where that jutting out rock is. And then these ones, we'll just sink this right in as well, so we get some of the twigs and stuff in there. And the same here. Couple more mangrove trees, but we'll flip this one upside down so that the roots are just snarling out the bottom there. And the same through here. And then down here as well. I've just noticed that root is piercing straight through one of those, so we'll get rid of that. And right, okay, so I think that covers it for the underwater foliage section. So we can put back in our calm water now. And as you can see, there's little bits of tree and stuff sticking out the top. We've got a little touch of scaviola. A touch of scaviola. It sounds like some sort of disease you get. Oh, I can't come to work today. I've got a touch of the old scaviola. Right, okay, so little bits of root and stuff sticking out of the water. We've got the mangroves sitting in there nicely. More roots and trees and stuff. We've got this one here in the middle, which looks a little bit out of place. So we're going to sink that one in a little bit more so that it's just a few logs and stuff sticking out the top. And then we come through into this thicker mangrove forest right at the end there. Right, I guess now we can do some of the exterior foliage. So I think before we do that, though, we are going to have to do the rock work, because we do need to know what we're working with in terms of the rocks on the outside of the actual habitat. And like this strangler fig may need to move, so we'll just delete it anyway, and then we can come back and put it back in some other time. Going rock blind again. Only been doing it a few minutes. See you later, Ian. Yeah, I certainly will have some rocking fun. Like the bad lip reading of Star Wars. Rockin', rockin' and rollin'. Down to the beach I'm strollin'. With the seagulls poking my head. Not fun. I said seagulls. Stop it now. That's all you're getting from me for now. You want to watch the rest of it, go find it on YouTube. It is hilarious if you've not yet seen it. So... In fact, if you have heard seagulls stop it now, I'll show you something very funny that I had made for me. Not a karaoke stream when never. Do you know what? I sung that and the viewer count just dropped. So never karaoke stream, Pandy. Never. I'm scaring everybody off. Jesus. Oh dear. Yeah, just a little bit. Although I'm going to tell myself that was just Ian leaving because he had to go, and everybody else just stayed because they loved it so much. Yeah, when I said I was trained and I did acting, I only meant acting. There was no singing or dancing involved when I studied theatre. Ooh, some tiny little freezers there. That was scary. But we are making alarmingly good progress on this build. I wasn't expecting to have done so much in just a couple of hours, so it's quite surprising. Normally I'm at the point where I'm kind of like, right, I'm going to stop for a bit now. And then several stoppages later. Ah, see. That's what you need to do. Chameleon yourself. I tended... When I was forced to, when I had to, I did exactly the same. I kind of tried to blend in with the basses as much as possible, but bass is a lot easier to sing than alto, I guess, so I think you did a good job of doing that. Okay, so it's looking pretty good. I do feel like there's something maybe missing, and I think I know what it is. I think I need to bring this terrain up so that it comes level. Oh god, yeah, soprano. Tough one, that. Tough one. Yeah, I think we either need to increase the height overall of the whole structure or bring the terrain up to match it. But for now, we're looking pretty good. I think what I want to do before I finish the Planet Zoo section of tonight's stream is sort this cave out. So we're going to go over again and just grab... Actually, no, I don't want to do that. I want to put my enrichment items in. So let's see what Spectacle Cayman enrichment items I already have. We'll put them in, and then we'll take a short break, and then we'll come back for some Terra Nil. I think we did finish the last level last time. If we have, we're actually starting the second phase of the game, so that should be fun. If not, we will be doing, obviously, the last level. Right, we have a frozen blood pumpkin that is going to go center stage on this island. Yeah, I think you're right, Pandy. I'll even the terrain up, and then we'll have like a nice little bit of tree coverage in the background, so it becomes a natural backdrop for it. Now, restrained feeder, I kind of want to see if I can put this over here, because I think they can get out this far. So we'll put that in there. And that should hopefully allow the Caimans to get up close and personal with our guests, because the only guest views we have are in these areas here. So they don't have a lot that they can see. So we'll put the mud bath in this section. And we're going to need to be aware... Oh, God, it's sticking out onto the thing. We don't want that, do we? We'll move this further in. And we'll put it like here. The rock going into it is actually quite nice. And then I'll hide the rest of it. So apparently it's inaccessible, but I don't think that's the case. If we just... Now it still says it's inaccessible. What's going on? Come on, guys. Just... Are you good? You okay? Unbox. There we go. Right, inaccessible. Why are you inaccessible? Is it because you actually physically can't get... Well, the staff traversable area is fine. And it is accessible. Good. I didn't even read prisoners there. Need to repair the water treatment. Yeah, so in the chaos of the issues that we were having, I had to... I sacked all my staff, basically. So I'm just in the process of kind of like rehiring and retraining all of my staff to try and get things back up. We're going to put a blood scent marker here, and we'll hide that in some foliage. Because again, this is another place where guests can just about see over to the other side of the habitat. So that's good. And then we've got the frozen fish feeder there. I don't think we're able to put an underwater feeder in, but we might as well give it a go. I'll try and put it here. Yeah, not deep enough. Yeah. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll just put like a basic food tray in. We'll put one over here. Oh, actually, I've got an idea. Yes. Yes. This is what... Yeah. Okay. I'm formulating something here. Okay. Okay, maybe not there. But... Whoa, hello, Path. What are you doing up here? If we go to here... There. Bring that one out there. And then I'm gonna just... This one. There. Like that. Then we have a new viewing area. And we'll just sink these ones down. So we've got this mazy little viewing area here. And then what it would do is it would drop off this side here. And we could even put another habitat there. Or, here's my other thought. No, we're not doing the other thought. We're just going to have it stop here. Although we could actually just have it loop up a little bit. Here. And then hopefully that's going to be enough. It's not. And that still isn't enough. Yeah, I don't know. That's not going to work. So we'll have it just end there. And then what it can do actually is come off this side here. And then it can continue on into some other habitats. Or if we can find a way to loop it into Old Town, like a pedestrian bridge, we could do that instead. But there is a little bit of dead space here that we've got nothing that we can do with. So my thinking is we find a way for this to go over the train track and link up eventually with the mountain biome there. Whether that goes underneath the track or over the top of it, I think is probably the best option for us. So let's, I mean, if I continue to go up, that's enough. That's high enough there. So if I then change this alignment to 2 meters, we'll go back a little bit. And we'll start having it go up at an earlier stage. So like here, it can go 1 up. Then it can go along 1. And then another 1 up. Then another 1 along. And then another 1 up. And that should be enough. And then that actually is going to take us into that mountain area. And what we'll do is we'll level off the terrain there. So we're kind of working on a brand new area at the same time, even though we're probably not going to see this until we kind of finish off this like mid-season. Although actually what we could do is we could finish off our tropical area and then build the mountain biome after that and then move back to more wetlands for the next part of this season. So that's something to consider, and especially if we're already starting to build the infrastructure for this, that might be a good option. So there we have it. We've kind of linked up with this mountain biome. And then all we need to do after that is we can increase the height of the rock work and stuff on this area here. And then we've got this lovely now open guest viewing area that kind of eliminates... Obviously, we're still going to build up that rock a little bit more, match the terrain up. We can get rid of some of this forest at the back of Old Town here and start putting in a bit more of a tropical forest and have some nice kind of bridging area pieces. But I think that's looking pretty good. We made a great start there. Obviously, I've got a lot more work to do in terms of the rock work, but that's what the rest of this week is going to be about. Finishing off the rocks, finishing off some more of the detailed foliage, and then actually we're pretty good to go. So it looks like we're going to have this one finished pretty early on this week, which is really exciting because it means I can concentrate on some other things, get ready for the new stream. And yeah, so we are now going to go back to... I'm going to take a brief break, set up Terra nil, and I will see you guys in a few moments. All right. That was quick. Wasn't that long. Back in Terra Nil. So, I'm not recording, so it's just live now. Here we are. We do have one more level to do then by the looks of things, so let's continue. And we'll see what this new biome has for us. This is the continental biome. So we got lagoon, bamboo, sunflowers, and deciduous forest with 6 animals to discover. And it's called the Flooded City. So let's load in and we'll see what Terra... Oh, that was bright. Got a tan. I should have generated the map before we came back and then we'd be ready to start. But, it didn't take long, actually. It's jumped right through there. Okay, so to begin with, dredge the ocean floor to create land to grow greenery. Once dredging is complete, recycle your dredges. You can then place tidal turbines in the resulting pockets of deep water. Alright, so what we got... Ooh, we've got some city structures here. Wow, this is cool. Right, so we have the undersea dredger, which digs earth from the sea floor and deposits it on the surface, creating land. It can connect to the monorail network. Loading dock, which loads recycled material. So we've already got recycling that we need to do to begin with. And we've got that old detonator from the last place as well. Now, we just need to find somewhere to put this. So these look like the opportune places to put them. Maybe here. We'll put one there. And then we'll activate its ability to deposit earth there. Alright, okay. Okay, this is making sense. And we can... dredge more. Okay, right. And then in there. And then if we get our toxin scrubber on, we don't have any power yet. So if we recycle that, we then get a tidal turbine, which must be placed in deep ocean, which we have there. We'll drop that in, and then stick down our first toxin scrubber. Right there. And then another toxin scrubber can go like... none of it seems to give us much back, so we'll leave it for now. We'll put another dredger out here. This is interesting. I feel like this is going to be a difficult one again. I guess we have to be careful where we actually put the dredgers as well, in terms of how we're going to be able to access them to actually get rid of them. So, yeah, interesting stuff again. And then we'll put this one down here. Oh, you can see the house. Oh, this is so cool. Yeah, it's definitely complicated already, Pandy. Let's get another undersea turbine in, and then we can put in some more toxin scrubbers. One there. So we're not getting a lot of points back on these. So I think maybe we need to just try to continue on with the dredging. But there isn't a lot of space for it. We can do one here. We can get another one here. I'll do one there. one there. Thought it hadn't worked there. And then I can fit one in there as well. And then we'll get rid of this again. Ah, we need a monorail network now. So if we fit that to there, pop another one here, we can then activate that. No. A loading dock here. Oh, I got rid of my toxin scrubber. Okay, that's what I need to do. Put this in. Boom. That's gone. Now I can put my loading dock in here. There we go. Now we've done it. There we go. That was it. That's it. That's it. Happy days. Then we'll put down our turbine here. And now this should hopefully give us a lot more in terms of toxins scrubbed, but it doesn't seem to be. Yeah, we're not getting a lot back here. What are our targets then? We just need to have good greenery coverage. Now, the irrigators are hopefully going to be where we can start really clawing some points back, but I don't want to irrigate anything until I know that I've got plenty of... So let's sacrifice a lot here to get our toxins scrubbed. Because once this is done, we can then recycle all of this to get some of our stuff back. And then we can put in an irrigator. Yeah. So let's get in an irrigator here. And now the greenery is starting to come back, which is good. Now we get another one in here. Right there. And then can I fit in another toxin scrubber? If I can get something there. Put a dredge there. And then we'll start coming out here. To give us some nice plots of land to build on. And then another one in that direction. And then another one there. And then if we detonate here and detonate here, we can then send you through there to recycle that. And it actually takes down that old tower as well. And we can build on that. Very cool. Right, now we've got that in play. We can then toxin scrub here, toxin scrub there, and there, and there. And then we should be able to just come back and... Yeah, we'll come back and we'll get rid of all of these as well. Then we can put our irrigators in. And then over here we'll just keep progressing with our scrubbers. Now our irrigator we can put in, we don't require power for them, so... There. And there. And another one here. there. And just for the hell of it, we'll put one there. Okay, so we're looking pretty good. And it's quite nice that we can recycle as we go here. It's actually going to give us a lot more... You know, we can bring points back when we really need them. Like here. Now, can I put a... Yes, we can definitely fit one in here. But what I'm thinking... we can't actually detonate anywhere nearby. Can I get a recycler in there? I can, but it doesn't really do much for us. But I will detonate here. That'll allow us to get access to that area there. So we can then put in... This will go here. Oh, it really is. It's that little, the little pops that of noise when it recycles. That's what makes me very, very happy. Feels very satisfying. And then that goes there, and then we'll get our detonator going again for like here. That'll give our little drone access to this area here so that it can come and recycle. Then we'll put down our power generator in there. We're at 56%, which is not too bad. And then we just keep toxin scrubbing again further along. So we obviously can't toxin scrub on the top of the buildings, the collapsed buildings. So that's why I'm having some difficulty and why the toxin scrubbing is taking a bit longer than I would like. So we'll just keep demolishing stuff as we go. And I guess we can... I don't want to demolish too much because if we then build stuff on those irrigators that we don't have, we're going to run into a little bit of an issue later on down the line. So I don't want to I don't want to recycle too much. Can I fit one anywhere else? I might need to create some more deep water. Oh, I can get up here. Great. So we're at 68% coverage. Not far off the next stage, but we could do with pushing a little bit further. I need to find a way to get my drone through this area, so we're going to need to detonate some more stuff here. So I think if we can go here, then here, then here. Now our drone has access, which is really nice. Recycling time. Yeah. Power going in. And then again with our little toxin scrubbers. Bring the recycler back in. I've just realised my face is covering the target there, so it's up here. We're at 70%, 71% now. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Should have been using my other screen. 75%. Okay, 85% now. If we can find a way to... We need to basically carve out a deeper area of water in this section, because I don't think there's anywhere else we can put a dredger in. Oh, there. Whew. It's difficult, this one. Feeling the focus. Now, can I reach with these to actually put down a toxin scrubber? I don't think I can. There's nowhere I can put them there. And there's certainly nowhere up here that I can put them either. So, hopefully, this next run with the irrigator is going to give me everything I need. That takes us up to 90%. We have enough for the wildflower bloom there now, in terms of our humidity. Fungi and forests is at 40% humidity. Moss on boulders is below 15 degrees C, but above 40 degrees humidity. Ivy overgrowth is over 70% humidity and 15 degrees C, and moss on rock faces is over 50% humidity but less than 10 degrees. So increasing our humidity is just naturally done at the moment, but there will be other ways to do that later on. I mean, actually we've got them here. So the cloud seeder we can actually put in, but they do require power. And at the moment, the only power we have is here. So we'll put that in. And we'll put another cloud seeder in if we can find anywhere. I think it is just literally the only place we've got our power station is there. So let's we'll go in. We'll put another cloud seeder in here. There we go. Right, we've ticked those boxes. But we don't actually have any boulders at the moment anyway, so I wonder if that will negatively impact us moving forward. But never mind, we've done the work now, so let's see what else we can do. We still have about 10% more coverage to get here, and we do need to create some deep water somewhere. I think maybe there might help us out. Can we now dredge in this area? Yes. Good. Good, this is what we want. Then we can get another one in there and just really expand the landmass there, which we will then need to just demolish a little bit here. And a smaller section here, just to allow our recycler to get through to demolish that. Then we can put a new power station in the water right there. And hopefully this is now going to be enough to take us up to the next kind of part of the level. We'll bring our recycler back in here to get rid of that stuff. And we'll have enough like leaf points to be able to rebuild any power stations that we've demolished. So that's okay. I just think we need to make the most of what we've got right now so that we can hopefully Just get everything irrigated. That takes up to 98%, and one more. That's it. We've done it. Next up then. Dredging may have made the ground unstable. Nevertheless, increase biodiversity by creating enclosed lagoons and bamboo groves in the shells of skyscrapers. Use the roots of new deciduous forests to break down concrete. Ooh, I really like this. Right, what have we got then? A mineralizer which crystallizes the salt in ocean water to create rock. A thalassic purifier cleans a completely enclosed area of ocean to create a lagoon. So, like here, we can create a lagoon right there. Ha! And then we can create one here as well. And one there. Ah! So cool. We've got earthquakes. So if we recycle this now, that should unlock this next next piece, whatever it is. There we go. And it allows us to turn old skyscraper frames into bamboo forests. Wow. So I now need to build 8 more toxin scrubbers. So I'm just going to have to randomly build 8 of them somewhere. Oh, what was that? We've got an earthquake. Okay. Right, so the earthquake has caused some radiation damage. And yeah, that wasn't good, was it? So what we need to do, so Helio Cage uses sunflowers to absorb radiation, build on a radioactive waste depot to neutralize it. Oh, these were radioactive waste depots, weren't they? Right, okay, I see, I see. Right, yeah, definitely one of the less neat things. So, it looks like what we need to do is just find a way to cleanse the radiation. We've got to build these on rock, which means we need to use the mineralizer here to form up rocks. Then we put this on the rocks, but it needs power, so we're going to need to build back in this, get to our radiation cleanser and start cleaning things up, and it starts pushing things back. Can also be built on concrete though, so we can use it, these like structures here, to continue to push it all back. And I guess we can then, as long as we get to that area there, we'll be able to continue pushing forward with it. We can put that down there, and then we can build another cleanser. But we don't have any power. So again, we need to build a power source here. Ah, okay. We'll just have to build one there. Then again, the mineralizer there. And then hopefully we've got enough to push the toxins a little bit further back. Yeah, that's working. Right, great. Now we can get a mineralizer in here. Yeah, good, good. Have we pushed the radiation back enough yet? No. We can get that one in there. Ah, damn, it's still in radiation. We're getting closer. Wait. Oh. Okay. Yeah. I didn't even look. I should have looked. And that cleanses all of that radiation. Amazing. Right, I still need to build some more toxin scrubbers, don't I? So we're going to have to get on with that, because that's going to help us unlock whatever's next. We do have to be aware of the fact that we're running very short on stuff. So if we just remove a couple of things here, like all of these things we can get rid of right about now, and then we can, you know, just start eating away again with some other things. So if we have a look, lagoons are at 12%, sunflowers 46%, and bamboo 79%. We've pretty much knocked out those bamboo forests in very quick kind of fashion. So that's very useful for us. If we can get rid of that, that would be really good, because the radiation there is causing a little bit of a problem. But we are going to need to find a way to put some more power in. Luckily, though, with the use of the pylons, we'll be able to eat away at the radiation a little bit easier now. So we can just put pylons all the way through here to shift the power a little bit further, then continue pushing the radiation through. Same with there, and then can we get any further in? Yep, we can move to here. And then put another radiation scrubber there. And then this should do enough. There we go. Right, okay, so that radiation's gone as well. And then we've just got this cloud down here to take care of. And we actually have a power source right there that we could use, but we have radiation all around us, unfortunately. So if we can pylon away somewhere else and then link across to here, I think we probably are going to need to just pop one of them in. The mineralizer doesn't appear to have created any rock for us, which is rather unfortunate. I guess we have to put one there then. But that's not in range of our power source either. Ah, right, okay. This radiation cloud is a little bit problematic because I can't really see a plan of action. Oh, can we get it from here? We'll put that there. And that one here. Then we can pylon out to there. And then to here. And then to here. And then we should be able to put the cleanser in there. But to what aid? Yeah, there's not. Yeah, we couldn't do anything there. I think we need to start recycling some stuff because we've hit a bit of a problem, really. We need to find a way to get the power. So I think if we get rid of all of these as well, just to give ourselves some points back. Our sunflowers are looking good, lagoons are short, we don't have any deciduous forest. Now, if I can just pop down this power somewhere else, like here, that's good. That means we can now put in our toxin scrubber, or radiation cleanser, should I say, somewhere else. And if we actually just use this a second, we can hopefully clear this out. Then that will hopefully give our... yeah, that gives us a bit more of a base for that, which means we can put this on and start pushing it back. Yes, we did it. We did it. Now we're on the move. Ah, but our pylons can't reach. Oh, it can. Yes. Okay. Radiation's now being cleared. Sunflowers are maxed out. We've built a lagoon there. Next then, if we get another dredger in here, can we fit one in there? No. There was a way. Yeah, we'll use this to create some rock here. And then build another lagoon there. Now we're getting some points back and our lagoons are growing in size. And then we'll get another one and we'll put it in here. And then we should be able to fill this with a lagoon. No, we can't. What about here? Put that in. That kind of dams the whole place up. Then we can get another lagoon there. And just for the sake of it, we'll put another one there. Yes! Right, okay. Bamboo forest. We've got one more to get. We need to get to this, because this is what we need to destroy for our next forest, unless we put one on here. We're at 100%, but the tick hasn't gone. Nope, doesn't want to. Right, okay. Another bamboo forest then. What about this one? That takes us over, and it grows some bamboo. Now, it's looking a little bit messy at the moment. We still need to put 6 more toxin scrubbers in, so I'm just going to start putting some randomly around here. Need 3 more. That's going to leave me very short in terms of my points by the time I finish this one. So that gets our next step unlocked, which I'm guessing is going to help us build our deciduous forest. Tree roots break the surrounding concrete to grow deciduous forest. Must be built on a toxin scrubber. Okay, there we go, and that's going to give us some points straight back and build a nice deciduous forest. And then we should have some toxin scrubbers somewhere else, and we can start. Alright, now we're looking pretty good. More toxin scrubbers going in, and that takes us to the next step. Amazing. As your final step, you'll need to finish recycling the city, reintroduce animals, and construct an interstellar rocket on which to leave. Use satellite scans to gather seeds from all over the planet and store them in your rocket's vault. Finally, place this guidebook in the cockpit and leave the restored world behind. Alright. So this is the finale then. We've got animal species, recycle buildings, seed vault capacity, and the rocket construction. So of course, as usual, we need an animal observatory. We've got to unlock some more buildings. We need to construct a flying recycling drone, which upgrades your recycling drone, allowing it to access the whole map. But where do I build it? There. And then a satellite uplink launches a satellite that allows you to scan for plant species and collect seeds to store in the seed vault. All right. There it goes. Now what do I do? The rocket silo. Recycling silo. Recycling beacon. Animal observatory. We're going to have to do our animal scanning first, aren't we? We have... What is this? No comm arrays detected. Do I now have to go to all of the other maps and... Huh. I don't know. I don't know what I need to do. What I should be doing right now, though, is getting some recycling done. Because at this moment in time, I am running out of points. I have no idea what the satellite uplink... So maybe I do have to go back to all of the other maps to... Because these are the other biomes. So... Yeah, maybe I do. Right, animal species. Let's get looking. This shell-bearing reptile frolics in a large lagoon. So we know that it's a turtle. And have a look here. We've got one. We've got turtles. I like turtles. Where are they? They'll be in here somewhere. I can't see him. We'll just scan a few, eh? We'll see if we can get loads of turtles. Because we have some nice big lagoons in here. Right, next up. Wide open grasslands for this resplendent fowl. I don't think I have any wide open grasslands, do I? There's a tiny one there. Oh, I do! A peacock! Ha! Nice. And do we have any more grasslands that we can fill with peacock? We do. There's one. Amazing. Right, next up. Gentle giant gnawing bamboo near a glade. I wonder. What does he need then? In range of bamboo. I think this is going to be a tough one. Because we've got lots of bamboo forest, but not a lot of... Right, what do we need for rain? 25 degrees, 85% humidity, and less than 30 radiation. That's when we're going to be able to get the pandas unlocked. This fierce raptor makes its eyrie in a tall structure near to a source of prey. In range of at least 6 derelict skyscraper tiles. That's one of them. So it's got... Oh, wow. Okay, it's got to be in range of the derelict skyscraper tile. Kelp forest. Endangered marine mammal. In range of ocean tiles. Ah, okay, again, we don't have kelp forest because the temperature needs to be below 5 degrees. So we need to lower the temperature somehow. Which we can do with the dehumidifier. No, we can't. It's the flash freezer that we need to do. So we'll use our flash freezer there. And that should now create kelp forests. This is tough. Yeah, it definitely wants to munch on turtles, the flying one. Like if I just scan over here. Oh, apparently it doesn't. Because there are turtles there. This is surely going to be here, isn't it? A boar! Yay, we've got the boars. I just want to see if I can get boars to spawn here, just in case the boar might count as prey. Yeah, that's my thought. So now can we get this in here? Doesn't seem to be counting as prey either. Is it fish? Because we've got fish over here. No, it's not fish either. It's a tough one. Tough one. Anyway, there must be something else that we can do here. Rocket silo. Oh my. We're going to need a lot of space for the rocket silo. So let's we'll recycle all of that. And then can we fit in our rocket silo now? Yes. That was big. Now, we need to... Oh, we have a problem. Where's my undo button? So, this has now changed into the flying, oh god, recycling drone, yeah? But for some reason, I am unable to recycle it. Like my recycling drone is right there, but is it because I need a monorail node? But now I can't put anything on it. Oh wait, I did have an undo. So now if I add a monorail node to like here, and another one here. What if I just put a beacon on there? Oh, there we go. Right, okay. Our drone is flying. It's okay. We're fine. Our drone's going to go and recycle that, which is good. That's what we need. So now we can just kind of go around, put down all of these silos, build like a single monorail node, and then put the beacon on it so that our drone goes and picks them up. I'm still unsure about the seed uplink though. But we can build our rocket thrusters now. We've still got animals to find. So this is a slightly tougher one. 3 animals left. I think it's because we don't... The ocean's over here. So if we can, in the meantime, find a way to get all of this back. The vegetation boom, the rains beginning, the ivy overgrowth. So if we start boosting our humidity now... There we go. Right, that's good. Then boost our... I guess we need the humidity again. Yep. If we can get humidity to 90%, that's what we need. Now these require power. So we'll probably need to put in another power station, which we can't, which means we're going to need to go down the pylon route. But I think this is going to help us. So we've got lots of cloud seeders dotted around already, which limit us somewhat. But if we can now start linking up with power pylons, which are thankfully relatively cheap, we should be able to start linking this towards the back, and then hopefully we can just fit on like a new cloud seeder there. That's good. That gets us to 83%. Our target is 90%, so we're almost there. If we can just put in some more pylons just to bring the power out further. We've got a 1 there, a 1 there, and we can get another one hopefully. No, we can't count. Well, space for a cloud seeder, 4% there. Good. Good, good. And then more pylons going out in this direction. Is that going to be enough? Is that enough of a distance? No, not quite. That might be though. Yes. Okay, humidity looking good. Right. It is looking very pretty. Looks really cool. And now we just need to boost our temperature. And for that, we use the combustor. So this burns the surrounding vegetation to increase the atmospheric temperature. So it's looking like here is going to give us a nice 6-degree boost. And we need to get it up over 25 degrees for the rains. Okay, we're almost there. Pylons again to try and take us through a little bit further. One degree there. It is literally just 1 degree in it now. If we can find somewhere that's going to take us up that extra, we'll be fine. Is there somewhere where we can just quickly put down... Oh yeah, there is, right here. Excellent. Then, I think this might be it. Yes! Rains begin, vegetation boom. The rains are going to clear everything else off, so we're just going to let it kind of go for a little bit. So once we get some rain in, there's the thunder. Yes. Now, if I put a single one there, just to pull all of that in, and then put a monorail one there, then I can send my stuff out to go and clear that out. Then we should be able to just have a look at our animals again. I'm going to scan here. There's a kelp forest. That's it. Kelp forest and ocean. So, if we scan here again, we're in kelp forest, but we're still not quite in ocean. What about here? I'd say that was ocean. Where else can I go? There we go. Sea otter. I'm sorry, but that's the cutest thing I've seen in this game so far. Lying on their backs. Nah, we gotta have more of them in. More sea otters. All the way across. Yeah. Wherever we can get sea otters now, we've got them. Right. Best thing I've seen so far. The boars are cool. Now, unfortunately, all these guys... Right. So, they're in range... In range of at least 6 derelict skyscraper tiles. That's good, but what is their prey? I don't know. Bamboo near a glade. So we've got a glade, but we don't have bamboo. Now our bamboo is up here. The main kind of sources of bamboo forests. And they need to be in range of greenery. What about here? Is that going to be good enough? It is! Pandas! Yay! And here we should get some, I think. Yes, more pandas. Amazing. So it's just this one. Do they hunt peacocks? No. tall structure near to a source of prey. See, I thought the source of prey would be the fish, and we do have fish in here somewhere. It's not turtles, because the turtles are there. Where were my ball? Right, there's boars there. Let's just have a quick check, see. Boars are their prey. Okay, so if we can get them here. Not quite. Come on, one more. This is all we need. So it was over here where they were in range of... Oh, it's these buildings that they mean. Okay. That's okay then. We can do this. We can do it. So, the boar required the conservatories to be built to make the glade. So if we put one there, it makes a small glade over here. Then, we get boar to come to this area here. Which is exactly what we've done. And then this goes over here. No. Still no. Oh, almost. Now it's not in range of the ball. Typical. Yeah, it did say no to boar earlier. And now it's saying yes, apparently. Oh my god, it's right on the edge. Can we move the ball closer then? Oh no. Come on. Come on. There? No, not there. Here? No. There's an abandoned building right there. Oh, damn. Right, okay, boars here. Nope. They're making this very difficult for us, aren't they? Right, okay, we got boar here. Now. No. No. Damn. It's got to be here then. No, doesn't like it now. Right, so here is the magic kind of location for them. So, I guess if we, again, maybe we need to just extend the forest here. Then, if we can, we can't dredge that area. Can I get more boar in though? Now. Like here. There. Here. Oh, come on. No. 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 Oh, damn, okay, right, fine, I give up. Is there somewhere else where we can get them? Do you like this place? No. Do you like this place? No. Out here. Here. Oh, wait. Wait. They like it there and they like it there. Hang on. Can we get boar here? Yes. Now here. Almost. Out here. Yes! Yes! We did it! The eagles have arrived. There they are. On top of that old skyscraper. About to get those boars. Right, we did it. We got all of that stuff done. We've unlocked all of our species. We have unlocked all of the environmental optional goals. And now we can simply build our rocket thrusters. No? Apparently I can't. Do we need power? I think I need power. Or do I just need to recycle everything now? Is that the problem? I also haven't filled the seed vault, but I don't know what these are. Yeah, exactly, Pandy. That's been the toughest part of this evening's build. So no comms arrays have been detected. Do I now need to go to my other levels to set up these comm arrays that we speak of, or... I don't know. Hello, Coco. You're catching us near the end. I'm not quite sure what... yeah, we finished work on the Spectacle Caiman habitat not too long ago. Playing something else. Unfortunately, they don't let me change the stream titles once I've started them. No worries, Coco. Thanks for stopping by anyway. And enjoy your sleep. I probably won't be hanging around. Probably won't be hanging around much longer myself, to be fair. I'm quite tired too. Right, so we have recycled everything. We've discovered all of our animal species. We've not constructed any of the rocket. Oh, well, I'm glad you found me through that little experiment. Yeah. Yeah, I just thought, you know, I'm going to give it a little go. We'll see how it goes. So I'm quite glad it did work, and you have found the channel through that. That's good to know. It means it's actually working a little bit. So now this rocket, for some reason, it's not letting me put this in. I'm just going to try and build these around and see if that's what's caused any of the issues here. But yeah, I don't know why this is... I think we need to go and do this seed discovery that it's talking about. So we're going to put some power back in. And then we'll put our satellite uplink on. Yeah. You're right, it is rocket science this time. Oh, okay, right, we've got these in place now. Seed vaults. No comms arrays have been detected. Do I need to do the seeds first, then build the rocket, or has this bugged out somehow? Is there something going on with this? Because I can't actually demolish the rocket launch pad, and it's not working. We've done our animal stuff. We've done our recycling. Right. Let's go back to our... Oh, no. Oh, there we go. Ooh. Okay, Coco. Share away. I always want to know this. So the camera angle is just a bit weird on the rocket, and that's why it's not worked. But we are now building everything. Let's have a look. We got some... Ah, okay. So there's a little mini game here. Scanning the biomes. That's one done. Well, this is an interesting little thing, isn't it? Oh, and this just scans and stores seeds. Right, we got all of those ones, didn't we? River Valley is now done. Now I'm understanding. Then we get a cargo hold. And then we get another comms array. Right, I haven't played Parkosaurus, but I have seen bits of it, so I know what you're talking about. Ah, there it is. Coral reef. Done. Excellent. Right, now we go back. We get our cryopods built. Yeah, I do like, I know what you mean, Coco. I'd maybe be interested in finding out a bit more about that. Right, seed vaults again. We are over in the volcanic glacier. So this is just all of the levels that we've done previously, and we're going by and scanning for various different seeds that are in those biomes. I wonder if it is using the maps that we've done. I mean, that does look a bit familiar. I think that might be the one that I created. There's our elk. Yeah, I think it is. It's the maps from, like, the actual map that we did when we were playing around in the last levels, which is really cool. So there's another kelp forest down here somewhere, I think. Okay, yeah, I get you. That sounds like a good concept. That would be something I'd be willing to kind of look into and give a go. So, yeah, I like it. It's a good idea. Right, and that's that one done. Now we've just got the last couple of pieces. The life support system, and then finally the last comms array, and then I guess it's the top of the rocket. So we finish building our seed uplink in the flooded city here, which this should now be a map of the ones that we've done, I'm guessing. It is, that's our rocket. That is a really neat idea, that. That's very good, very good. I really like that idea, actually, especially now that you've mentioned the polar bear thing and how you would need to... It's quite similar to this game, actually. Yeah, that's a really cool idea. I suppose it would make it very much more like realistic and detailed. The fact that you had to do those things to create certain conditions. Oh, the big red button. We're recalling our satellite. What is this? Oh, it's landing in the water. And are we now going to have to go and recycle it? We do. Now if we go grab that with our drone. And then we grab these with our drone. Then the last thing we do is put the seed vault cockpit on. One final big red button. And that's Terra nil. We're done. Yeah, I think that sounds like a great concept, Coco. That's a really good idea. Very similar to this, but with the mix of Planet Zoo as well, which I think is really cool. It's a really good idea. If I had any idea how to make a game, I would. But yeah, so that's perfect timing to end this one. So the next kind of step, you can go back and do these 4 levels again. If I just skip the credits here, it'll still be at 70% reclaimed, I think. Because we can go back to these areas and we have unlocked now the abandoned quarry and then the archipelago, the polluted fjord, and the irradiated sprawl. So there are alternate versions of the levels. So it's kind of like New Game Plus. But I like playing it. This was amazing. This was so good. It's one of my games of the year for an indie game. And like the environmental kind of thing and the kind of reverse city builder element, the puzzle element, all of it. I think it's really special, and I'm looking forward to seeing what more there is to come. They have said that there's going to be more to do with it released. I'm hoping for some sort of sandbox mode where we can randomly generate biomes or have larger biomes, and yeah, just I thought this was great. The soundtrack's amazing. The kind of gameplay's amazing. It's forgiving, and yeah, just incredible game. Really, really good design. I think it is at the moment on sale, actually. There's a Devolver sale on Steam at the moment, so it's definitely worth picking up if you want to give it a go yourself. And that is me. So Wednesday, Prehistoric Kingdom. Thursday, Chaos Stream. Man of Medan's getting finished. And then Saturday is Planet Zoo Speed Build. So I'm going to head off, but it would be great to talk a little bit more about that idea, Coco, because I think that's fantastic. So anytime you manage to drop by and want to speak more about it, feel free. Everybody is really cool here, and it'll probably get everybody talking a bit more about things, which would save me a job. But yeah, I will see you all later. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on Thursday.